They rank the countries of the world by dozens of different criteria. I'll take you straight to the executive summary on page XI. Let me read how they describe it. They say, covering 140 economies, the Global Competitiveness Index 4.0 measures national competitiveness defined as a set of institutions, policies, and factors that determine the level of productivity. And look at that, right on top there, the United States of America. And then Singapore, and then Germany, and then Switzerland, then Japan. That sounds about right to me, doesn't it? But look at Canada. We've dropped 2 slots in the past year. We're number 12. I mean, that's still great, but Finland is now ahead of Finland? Are you serious? Now, if you skip to page 143, that's the detailed report on Canada. You can see it country by country. You can see what went into our country rankings. So this wasn't like figure skating judges that have an element of subjectivity. There's dozens of factors, each of which itself is measured as carefully as can be done. They're trying to be scientific here. Now, just hold up on this big chart on the screen for a moment. I'm going to take you through it. So this is at the top of the Canada page. Do you see all those colorful bars? Those are different measures for competitiveness. On the far left, it says overall competitiveness. You see that? And then the country name at the top of the bar, it says USA. That says which country is best. So that says USA. And since this is the Canada page, the number at the bottom shows our rank. So hold this up on the screen for a bit. There's a lot going on here. Let me just walk you through it for a minute. So on that bar on the left, that's the overall ranking. We're number 12. America's number 1. The next 4 bars that are pink there, those are all called enabling environment. That's broken down into things like institutions and infrastructure and other things like that. And each of those is broken down further and further and further. So you can see we're actually tied for number 1 on macroeconomic stability. I don't know if you can see that. That's the last pink line on the right there. We're tied for number 1. That means our banks are not failing in Canada. Our dollar is not plunging into nothing like Venezuela, say. Now, not a lot of credit to Trudeau for that. That's our banking system that survived the 2008 crash in the U.S. And Stephen Harper and Jim Flaherty brought in some changes there. So we're doing okay for institutions. Now, the next category is called human capital. That's in orange there. The first one is health. The next one is skills. Again, we're doing pretty well. You know, 12th place, 11th place, no problem. No one's saying we're a basket case. Even slipping 2 notches from 10 to 12 isn't a cataclysm. But we're going in the wrong direction under Baron von Novelty Socks, aren't we? While the tyrant Donald Trump has taken his country into number 1. Now I'm going to speed up here. I'm just trying to show you that the overall number is made up of a lot of different parts. It's not just a subjective thing. And each part has parts. So this is sort of scientific. Now over on the far right, in I guess what's that color? Turquoise. You can see business dynamism. That's second from the right. And innovation capability. Dynamism really means entrepreneurial spirit, cutting red tape, stuff like that, getting it done. It's no surprise the U.S. is number 1 for that. And innovation, for all of Trudeau's talk, we're just in 13th place for that. No surprise Germany's number 1 there. But now scroll down a bit. I want to show you the line at the bottom there. You see that line that says 10-year average GDP growth, and it's just 1.6%. That's bad. Now, of course, Stephen Harper was Prime Minister for 7 of the last 10 years, but that included the worldwide Great Recession. How are we doing these days? Well, not much better. You know, the projected GDP growth for Canada is only about 2%. I mean, now the TD Bank says that all this marijuana business will boost it to 2.2%. Yeah, I guess. I wonder how much damage to the GDP that stone drivers and stone workers will cause, so I'm a skeptic. But my point is, we're growing at just around 2%. That's pretty lame. While Donald Trump's America just clocked double that. And of course, their economy is 10 times bigger than ours anyways. That's an excerpt from my daily show, the Ezra Levant Show, weekdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Every day I do a monologue, interview a guest, and read my fan mail and my hate mail. To subscribe, go to therebel.media/shows.